Imagine being able to express your love for precious metals or even the corrupt financial system with the clothes on your back. Well, you have that opportunity at AG47apparel.com, a clothing company for silver stackers. We have lots of different options, like the slightly skeptical shirt. On the back, it says cautiously curious. We have a stacked silver shirt. On the back, it says AG47. Different colorways, all different types of stuff here. We have hoodies, even tapestries. I like this one on the back. It has a barcode that says priceless, different colorways in this as well. We have even a hoodie that says the dollar's worthless, so buy silver. And on the back, it says 39's fine. One of my personal favorites is the Dollar Crash hoodie. I just love that skull and crossbones look. So yeah, AG47apparel.com. Go grab you something today. Hey, what's up, Silver Stackers? Thanks so much for being here. This is Silver Slayer. Is silver ever going to lose its value? Hopefully, you already know the answer to this question. This is a topic, though, that I do think needs to be talked about simply because as we do advance technologically, there's possibilities that we can find other alternatives or means of endless supplies of silver. What I mean by that is the final frontier, space mining. That's real. Or science and technology get so good that we find another way to not need silver or something along those lines. But first and foremost, we got to be realistic in today's time, in our lifespan, right? I mean, this stuff is going to happen eventually, but I mean, there is an asteroid approaching Earth by the year 2026 called 16 Psych. They're going to try to mine this thing, but within 4 years, I highly, highly, highly doubt that space mining will be a thing. Also, Australian government just paid $45 million to scientists to try to find a metal to replace silver. So both of these things are already in the works. NASA sent out a rover this year to that asteroid. Both of these things are in the works, and both of those could potentially hurt the price of silver or just downright, collapse the market entirely. But those things are way down the line, especially space mining. Now, the answer to this question is so obvious because precious metals have value within themselves. Safe haven metals, intrinsical value, value within itself. No matter who says that coin is worth what is irrelevant because the coin's value is the 1 ounce inside of it, not the price tag attached to it, not even the spot price. Spot price is irrelevant, not only because of premiums nowadays, but because we're pegging a worthless dollar to something that has real value. You can't peg a dollar to an ounce of silver because that dollar isn't worth anything. And until you really understand that, I think it's going to be a little tricky for you stacking silver. And that's why I always try to tell people to understand silver's true value and the dollar's true value. Now, I am doing a giveaway. So if you want a chance to win some of this beautiful silver shipped straight to your front doorstep, go enter my giveaway. I'll be picking the winner early next week, so you only have a couple days to enter. May the luckiest stacker win. You don't want to miss it. Now, when I started stacking, I got into it for a good reason. I'm sure most of us have a good reason, whether it's wealth preservation, whether it's just diversifying our portfolio. Maybe some of us do have stocks or whatever. Maybe it's more prepping. Maybe some of you just coin collectors, quick flippers. Regardless, though, we are putting our money into something that holds its value. But what about those people that don't understand why we need to put our money into something like precious metals when dollars are valuable? What about the people that don't even understand that the dollar's lost 98% of its purchasing power? What about the people that don't even understand the United States is $30 trillion in debt? What about the people that that just live, paycheck to paycheck, working a normal 9 to 5 job that have no idea what's happening in our corrupt financial system and our economy. What about those people? Don't we want to give them a chance too? That's why we have to make videos like this to explain, or sometimes even ourselves, just get back to the basics. It's very easy to get distracted. And I'm going to revert back to when I started stacking because, yes, I got into it for the right reason, but I really got off track fast. I forgot why I started stacking. I had to get back to the basics. I started stacking because of silver's metal content, the metal. But pretty soon after I started stacking, I got further away from buying the metal and more into the collecting part of it, which was going against exactly what I was trying to stand for. Preppers, you'll only see preppers buying bulk weight. Eagles back on, pre 2020, bars, just weight, generics. And that's because they're investing for the metal. You're not going to see preppers buying some slabbed numismatic panda or anything. They are prepping because the weight. And since we, or myself at least, someone who understands, silver, the supply deficit, and what silver represents as the most highly conductive metal, I should be as well. But most of my silver is semi-numismatic stuff. I'm gonna have to find a specific buyer. I can't just dump it on the table and cash out because a lot of these coins have huge premiums. And that was me just being influenced in the beginning and kind of just getting off track. So nowadays, most of the silver I get is more bullion. And that's just my mistake. Plus, I mean, it is more of a hobby to me now, as I've been stacking for, you know, 8 plus years. You start to just grow a love for coins themselves, the not even just the artwork, but the history behind them, like Morgans and some of these coins. But regardless, the whole point is at least you understand, or when you understand the value of silver, you can make those types of decisions. But if you don't, then as soon as the price goes back down, you're going to panic sell because you're still thinking in dollar terms. If silver went to $50, you're thinking, wow, that's so expensive. Or not, let's not even do 50, let's do $30. Let's say you are someone who buys at $30, but then all of a sudden the price goes down to 20, so you get a little scared. You get a little scared. Or maybe let's flip it. Maybe let's say you bought at 20 and the price goes to 30 and you're like, that's too expensive. I'm not going to buy silver anymore. You're thinking in dollar terms. But you got to remember, silver has been valuable for the last 5,000 years since the beginning of man. So I couldn't picture a day where it's not valuable. Even in 1,000 years from now, it still will be valuable to some sorts. I mean, yes, space mining could make silver very abundant, but who knows? We're talking about elements on the periodic table. Gold isn't and silver isn't made in the Earth's crust. It comes to the Earth from meteors. So, there's only so much of it. Plus, silver especially is such an essential metal. I mean, it's the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity, electricity, and even light sensitivity. Some people think precious metals are valuable just because they're shiny. That's not the case whatsoever. There's real use cases for silver, especially in the technological era that we're advancing in. Gold, not so much. Gold almost could you could almost say that gold is valuable just because it's shiny. Now, yes, gold is very soft. Yes, there is some gold used in cell phones and technology. I used to scrap gold out of cell phones myself, but most gold is used for jewelry and coins, right? Coins, bars, necklaces, earrings, and bars, stores of value. Silver is the exact opposite. Most silver is used for the industry, and only a little bit is used for jewelry, which also means most silver is thrown away, which means it's more scarce, and most silver is a byproduct when they're digging up gold, lead, or zinc. They'll take silver if they find it, but they're not looking for it. So you can see why my name is Silver Slayer, not Gold Slayer. I mean, hopefully you get a better understanding of why silver could never lose its value because there's value within itself. No matter who says that 1 ounce coin is worth what is irrelevant, because the coin's value is the silver inside of it and not the price tag attached to it. And the sooner you understand that, the better off you'll be, the less you will be, prone to panic selling, or trying to get overly emotional when the markets do something that you don't want to. Just buy it and hold it, throw it in your safe, hold it for 10, 15, 20 years. It's putting your money in a time capsule as the dollar is losing its purchasing power. So yeah, I would love for you to all throw your 2 cents in. Are you someone who understands this? Do you have any questions? I'm sure a lot of people in the comment section will be willing to help, especially if you're a beginner. Maybe you're on the fence. Maybe you're thinking, you're considering silver. Maybe you're even thinking about throwing in the towel and selling. Maybe you bought in at $30 last year in the beginning of 2021. And now you're saying, "Hey, I bought at 30, it's down to 20. I'm ready to give up." Be honest. Let us know. I would love for my channel to be a conversation. I love when my videos cause conversations in the comment section. All of us are, talking to each other respectively, and just bringing up good points, throwing all of our opinions into these subjects, these topics. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Go check out some of my other videos. I'm posting a lot. I post every single day. Always going to give you the newest, latest, freshest information. Go enter my giveaway. Also go ag47apparel.com if you want to rep some clothing made specifically for silver stackers. Thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.